Bangui versus City Oilers. So things are not looking good for the City Oilers team. They lost this game against Bangui 101-88. So this is the first team that has crossed the 100-point mark. The Bangui Sporting Club, they grabbed their first win. So City Oilers, they lost their first game against El Ali Benghazi, the first game, and this one they've lost against Bangui. So they're down 0-2, and Bangui, they've gone ahead and won their first game on there. So let's just talk about this. So this game, I was just monitoring Ball Elevate Pro players were doing, and you could see Terry Darland, he had 22 points, and that head-to-head matchup against Kalman Malwach and him, that was the one that I really looked forward to, and I just felt it was that game that was just awesome. Even despite the loss, you could see Kalman Malwach, he just did his thing. He had 29 points, and he played 35, north of 35 minutes. And he was 10 of 13 from the field, and he was 88% on the 2-point field goals and 50% from deep. And he went to the line, and he shot 7 out of his 9 free throws. And he had 12 boards. So he finished this game with a double-double. And he was the guy that I was really watching because he is sensational. James Okello, he didn't have a good game at all. The team captain, he had 4 points in 11 minutes played. Luckily enough, we had a couple of players in the City Oilers squad that scored 10 points or more. We had Patrick, he had 12 points in there. We saw Randy Lechard, he had 10 points. And you could see, scoring-wise, they were just trying to get some productivity going on there, but the efficiency that they were going about the scoring wasn't the best. Honestly, it wasn't. But Bangui, this is a very good game, especially for Evans Ganapamo. In his first game, he really was absent, and he was not there on the offensive side of the ball. And he played not of 36 minutes. So he only rested in this game for 4 minutes. And he had 19 points, 8 of 18 shooting from the field. And he had 3 rebounds, 3 assists on there, and he had a block. So he was the guy that I was really rooting for in the previous game. But you can see Terry Darland, this Ball Elevate player, this guy was just on a mission. He had a double-double of his own, 22 points, 10 rebounds. He was 8 of 9 from the field. So he had a field goal percentage of 88%. On 2-point field goal, he scored it, and he only missed 1 3-point shot. He was 4 of 5 from deep. So this man was really hot. He didn't go to the line as much, but it was enough to be able to get the Bangui Sporting Club to get the win in there. But the Bangui Sporting Club, from the field, they shot 56% from the field, 71% on 2-point field goals. That was actually quite essential. And both teams really struggled shooting the 3-ball that much. They didn't shoot at a very efficient clip, but they coincidentally shot at a similar rate. They were both 37% apiece. And from the line, Bangui Sporting Club went more times to the line, but the Cobra Sport team, not even Cobra Sport, but the City Oilers team, they went ahead and shot 15 out of 23 from the line, and Bangui 17 of 25. So it was actually quite good to see that. In the rebounds, it was not a matter of just going ahead and just blowing that matchup on the board, but on the rebounds, you could see City Oilers 37 total rebounds in the game to Bangui's 31. Then you had Bangui leading in assists with 27 assists. They had 10 steals in there, 6 blocks. So Bangui really used their defensive presence to be able to win this game. And defense was the key reason as to why they were able to do that. And also there was a break-even point because they had to find a way not only to defend the ball, but also make shots. And they did that. From the 3, not the most efficient shooting for both teams, but on the 2-point field goals, you can see Bangui were really making sure to drive the ball inside, and that was the main difference in there. And also, just looking at the other statistics, when it came to just making sure to score and be there on top and be there on point. We got points from turnovers. You could see Bangui really capitalized on that with 15 points from turnovers. They had 17 fast break points. They had 10 steals. In the assist department, that's where they reigned supreme. But in the total rebounds, you could see it's the City Oilers team that took, and they carried the day there. So the City Oilers, I'm not sure where they go from here, because if they are not able to win the third game that they're going to play, things are really going to look badly for them. And if they don't fix up, if they don't find a way to at least make the games winnable for themselves, they might find themselves out of the playoff picture. And the City Oilers, even when they made Bali the first time, they went winless. They're a team that went winless at the previous year they were there, so they don't want to replicate the same thing. The best case scenario, given that both Al-Ahly teams, the Al-Ahly team, the defending champions, and Al-Ahly Benghazi from Libya, they are the ones who are just going to take the number 1 and number 2 spot. So the number 3 and number 4 spot will be taken by either Bangui or the City Oilers team. And if Bangui just keep on just playing and just make sure to win the next games that they have, there's a high likelihood that City Oilers are just going to get the short end of the stick at this one. But the Bal Elevate players they just carried the day. Kalman Watch and productivity on that side of the ball was the difference. And that matchup between him and Thierry Darland was the one that I feel like people are really looking towards that, and they really liked it. But overall, the whole game, I must say, it was a good game for Bangui. This is a game that they needed to win, especially coming off like their off-court issues that I covered in the previous video. That win that they had just put them back on there. I know the first game was a bit rough, but they were able to just try to find a way to bounce back. And Bangui from the start, and also the City Oilers team, you could see this game will have gone either way if you looked at the first quarter. But in the second quarter, you could see this is where the City Oilers team just fell off the wagon on that one, and they kept the basketball the way it should be, and they got outscored by 10 points. And the City Oilers, too, they tried to fight back, 27 points in the third, and this is the quarter that they won. The first quarter that they won in the second half, they won 2 quarters, the first and third. But in the fourth, they kind of just put the foot off the gas, and Bangui just came in and just delivered the hammer blow. And that's the thing that happened. But the City Oilers team need to figure out a way to win the third game. I know they have to match up against Al-Ahly. They matched up. They had their first game and it didn't pan out well. We covered in the previous video. So one thing that they need to do is they need to find a way to go ahead and win the next game, because this, if they carry on like this, it's not going to be a good look. There are ups and downs, and everyone on the squad just needs to get involved more. So yeah, this is what it is. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments on what you think about this. And I'm out. Peace.